Mario, a character recognizable all over the globe. I mean, how wouldn't you know the Jumpman himself? With over 200 Mario games spanning from karting with his enemies to putting fear into the eyes of his loved ones when swinging a baseball, Mario is indeed a jack of all trades. But what if I told you there was another hero stronger than Mario? One who has been overshadowed for decades. One with a kind and caring soul who cares for all creatures and people. One who decided to not show their true strength until Mario disappeared. Yes, of course, we are talking about none other than Princess Peach. Back in 2005, something went through Nintendo's minds where they just went, what if we made Peach as the main character? Yeah, sure, I guess, sounds great. And so the game, Super Princess Peach, was created. They actually decided to let her protect her castle and fight for her kingdom, which I mean, after a few decades of sitting and doing, well, nothing. It's quite a different and welcoming change, and it's definitely not your average platformer. And today, Peach is on her quest to save the vibes in all of the land. The game first starts out with heavy exposition of Bowser deciding to use his kingdom taxes to purchase what he's needed most in his life, a summer villa. Go him? I guess. Apparently, he bought the house because there's a magical vibe scepter on the island, and for some reason, when he thought of it, his mind turned to Mario? The Vibe Scepter is a very powerful weapon that can not only change emotions, but control people's emotions with just a flick of the wrist. And so, Bowser decides to entrust a Goomba with a staff to sprinkle vibes all over the Mushroom Kingdom. Yeah, there's definitely not going to be any consequences to this plan. Unfortunately, Bowser couldn't predict one thing, and that was Peach's afternoon stroll. And they completely missed her in the attack. Coming home from a kingdom with nothing but anger issue, sniveling, love-struck toads, Peach realized Bowser took it too far by kidnapping her only repairman. She sets out on a quest for revenge. Before she sets off though, Toad gives her a goodbye gift, a magical parasol that was found on sale. Yeah, gee, thanks Toad. Go out for the princess, why don't you? Named Perry. With the duo united, they set off to fix the world from the weird vibes. The journey begins, and when you start, the first thing you notice is that the bottom of the screen has 4 different uniquely colored hearts, which, you probably guessed it, changes Peach's whole vibe and that do different various things that can help you progress, such as Peach saying fuck gravity, getting so angry thinking about poor people, getting upset that she doesn't have a green thumb, and of course, getting so happy to see Koopa naked. Oh, Koopa. Oh my. Shortly after finishing our Rage of Violence, we find our first Toad. There's 3 Toads in every level, meaning you should find them, and you definitely should find them. Remember this, guys. This is super, super important. A few more assault cases and saving Prison of War Toads, and we finally get to our first real roadblock of the game, a memory hitting game. I'm not joking when I say I struggled with this longer than I should have. I mean, like, literally all I needed to do was hit the flowers in the correct order, like, for within 2 minutes. And I couldn't just do it, and this game is made for dumb children, and I couldn't fucking do it. Oh my god, am I stupid? Why? Oh hey, look, I did it. Simple. Naturally, coins spawn throughout the land, but unfortunately, capitalism has a tighter grip on the land better than Bowser or Peach could ever have. And so, Shop Toad exists for the upgrades that are incredibly, incredibly expensive. And Toad doesn't accept princess credit, so you gotta find coins. And how are you gonna find them? You mug enemies. Hooray, capitalism! No, but for real, those new pairs of shoes aren't cheap, so you better get looting so you can have that umbrella gun.
Hell yeah!
Fully strapped and not ready to be caught lacking, we are ready to take on the first boss, and you'll never guess what it is. A jumping minigame? What? Oh yeah, this is like super fun. Oh fuck! So before you face the boss, you have to do a different type of minigame for each boss. And honestly, they can range from really fun to not really fun. But I mean, that's what you get. but they can be kind of cool, but if you die, you have to restart, and that's probably the worst part about it. With the fear of Daisy being better at something, we persevere for the very, very, very sad Goombas. And there's Petey! It's Petey!
Yay, Petey! I love him!
But much like her on-again, off-again boyfriend, we decide to take no mercy and drown the poor, poor plant again. Peach gives a swift execution and saves the toad, one step closer to getting back that Vibe Scepter. Peach and Perry set up camp, and Perry decides to take the world's fattest nap I have ever seen. Doing so, we start to gain more context in figuring out the past of his dreams, but I mean, it's not really a whole lot right now, so we'll just shove that and put that aside later. World 2 is a slightly more complicated World 1, with a slight sprinkle of extra new stuff. What I do really appreciate about this game, though, is that a lot of the puzzles do require you to use your different vibes to access newer places, and the later in the game, the more complicated it gets, which means you're gonna have to get more vibe juice, which means you're gonna have to go mug more enemies. Hooray, capitalism. The owl is our next roadblock, and it's simple. All we gotta do is fly higher than her and bonk her stupid head to where she can't recover. But I mean, honestly, that's what she gets for throwing eggs at us, so tit for tat. After a long, hard day of work and learning to cook owl for dinner, Perry proceeds to rest, and we learn more about this nice old man who found him. But before we can remember anything, shocker, he wakes up. 2 worlds down, 6 to go, and we gotta go ghost hunting. Ugh. This world was hands down probably one of the worst worlds I had to deal. It was just a lot of this. Or this. And the entire time, not only do you have to deal with the normal boos, but you have to deal with these boos who hate people just staring in their general direction with conflict, and it was just a pain in the ass to get through. We finally arrive barely half alive to the final level, and all we have to do is just fight a dude who hates nightlights. Hell yeah, burn in hell, you son of a bitch! Wow! One concussion-induced dream about Perry's past later, we're finally off to Lava Land. Boy, that looks hot. Get it? Hot. A lot of the world is just hot. It's just everything you imagine a fire world to be. Just big, hot, and long as hell. Like so long. For no reason. Why? But I get to booty stomp these weird thwomps, so I guess it works out. Boss time, it's an angry Wiggler. A pissing contest. Wiggler's got nothing to be angry about. He doesn't have a toad creeping down his throat for money. After stomping on a man who ate one of my henchmen, Perry is exhausted, and we need to see how his grandpa was sought out by an evil wizard, and whoa, Perry is more special than we thought. But we don't have time for that, because it's beach episode time, and it's time to get hot with beach balls, more naked Koopas, harpoons. What? Doesn't matter. Jump on them to advance because we can't get to Bowser's Villa any other way. A lot of these puzzles are super interesting and creative, or it can be just this. Also, the entire game has a bunch of different alternative paths that can lead to a lot of cool rewards and sometimes full-on skips. Huh. Weird. I don't even know why they put this world in because it's just so baby easy. Like, I don't even know why they did it. It's so easy. I've just been breezing through it, trying to get to the boss. It's been just not a big deal. Also, the things from Mario 3 are back. I don't know what else to say. They're just cool. I thought they were forgotten. Hey! Ah! Capitalist Toad also starts carrying Courage Soda, which lets Peach straight up mug people by smacking the absolute crap out of them instead of having to get creative and throwing their own weapons against them. So, now we get more money. Hooray! Capitalism! My boy Big Gooper Blooper appears, and just like Sunshine, my boy hates smooches again, so you gotta have Perry lay down some smooches until he dies from tasting true love. Toad is saved again. Perry's dream follows more about him getting taken by this evil wizard, but the stupid idiot drops it. Like, your whole thing was kidnapping him and you drop it? Why? And the shopkeep just finds him and picks him up like it's nothing, like it's fine. It's Ice World time, and honestly, I'm genuinely gonna skip talking about this one because it can all be summarized with just this. A literal ice dragon is the boss, and since your rage is unfiltered, you melt that hoe, only to reveal that she's an ice fairy. But as I stated before, melt that hoe. Coma dream time, and we finally get caught up to the present, where Toadsworth finds this umbrella from the shopkeep, and now all of his memories are flooding back. But not just yet. We still have 2 more worlds to beat. Come on, get with the program. Skyzone is actually one of the prettiest worlds in this game. I genuinely don't know what else to say. I like sky worlds. They always look so nice. The clouds look so fluffy on platforms. Even the storm section feels like I'm going through a storm. A few sliding glides later though, I do find this very peculiar spot where like 5 to 6 Goombas spawn at once, and you can just gain a crap ton of money. One breaking the economy session later, followed by an AFK magic drink purchase, we make it to the boss, and Luigi? He's captured by Kamek. Knowing one of Peach's main plumbers is in danger, we gotta take him out. How? We make him turn. Hooray! Luigi is saved. Or actually, the Green Man? The Green Man? The fucking Green Man! Are you telling me Peach literally never bothered to learn his name? In all these years of Mario existing and him helping Mario defend the fucking castle? That is the most fucked up thing I have heard in this lore in a goddamn while. Damn, Peach. Learn people's names. Perry's final dream reveals that he was once a boy who was turned into a magical umbrella and got straight up kidnapped by the Shadow Man and Bowser. He awakens immediately though and says Bowser's an evil dude and must pay. Sure, but like a good morning or a hey, how's your day would be nice. Bowser's Villa has got to be one of the coolest final world designs aesthetically. There's like lava and stuff as usual, but compared to the other Bowser's castles, it's not as up in your face with it. And it's very nice. It feels like an actual castle or like a villa or somewhere Bowser would actually reside that's not just a lava-induced hell. It deserves a sticker. It's such a shame. It sucks ass. The final palace is nothing but a pain in the ass, with everything you learned being put to the test, including running fast, Simon Says, tourney switchies, and of course, everyone's favorite, guessing games. This maze section is literally so unfun because even one door you get wrong, it sends you all the way back to the beginning and you have to restart it. It's absolute hell. Brute forcing it, we finally make it to Bowser. We finally make it to the final level. Nothing is going to stop us from Bowser. Oh, fuck! So, remember when I said that the toads were important? Well, you literally have to find every single toad in every single level before you can face Bowser. I don't know about you guys, but genuinely, this is one of my least favorite forms of level design. Finding the toads in every level, in my opinion, should be optional, not forced. It should cue an optional boss fight, or something, an optional level. Oh well. Cue the montage! And we're done. Now it's time to face the most evil, ruthless, and feared man of them all. Bowser! Minigame. Minigame. God, I'm getting blue-balled! Ah! Now Bowser time. Nope, Hammer Bro. Hammer Bro being nothing but a nuisance and getting in the way even more. God! Now Bowser time. Hooray! His first form is actually really cool because it requires you to use your different vibes and out-emote him. Solid. But it's not a Mario game without it being a second phase, and I kid you not, this was the most confusing thing to do, and I had to look up a walkthrough on it because in no other part of the game is explained. You have to throw these bob-ombs at him that he drops on you, but you have to throw them at his head specifically when they're about to explode in order to take him down. Where in the game have you done that? Like, why is this the final boss? Like, why did I have to look up a guide for this? But it's fine. It's fine. 'Cause we did it. We beat him, and everyone is safe. And it's time to finally go back home. They ended the fucking game on a vibrator joke?